two teenagers accused of raping a 15-year-old girl in Midrand, north of Johannesburg, 2 weeks ago are appearing in the Children's Court at the Randburg Magistrate's Court. A third teenager has been released after charges against him were withdrawn. The case against the boys, aged 17, were postponed for further investigations. It's reported that the victim was attending a party when the incident happened. SABC News reporter Ofentse Setimo joins us for more on the story. A very good afternoon to Ofentse. Just take us through what happened.
Thank you very much, Nzinga, and a good afternoon to your viewers. Well, I can tell you that after having a short conversation with the mother of the alleged victim of this rape that actually took place on the 17th of December in Midrand, she actually explained that inside the court, it's only going to be the parents who are actually going to witness the proceedings. And in fact, they are the ones who will be coming outside to sort of give us a feedback as to what actually transpired. As you can remember, on the 17th, South Africa woke up with shock of the news of the rape of 3 teenage boys at then, having raped a 15-year-old. But we understand, as you rightfully mentioned in your intro, that some of the charges were actually acquitted against one of the accused. But I'm joined now by one of the family members of the victim, just to elaborate a bit further. Unfortunately, we cannot identify her due to the sensitivity of this particular of this particular matter, and also because of the minor age of the victim and the perpetrators. Thank you so much for your time, my sister. Can you just tell us, how has the family taken this particular matter, especially considering that, the guys actually posted videos of what transpired, saying their side of the story and trying to sort of make an impression that this was a consensual thing?
I feel like with all the posts, it makes everything kick in a bit more. It kind of just settles in the pain, and it's not something that has ever happened in my family. So it's a very depressing thing. It's a sad thing. And I'm glad that my family is here today to support my little sister, because I can't imagine how she's feeling right now.
Yes, and it's been widely reported in the media of a certain conduct of some of the accused, especially when the matter was being reported at the police station. I know you are reliving this matter, which is actually very painful for you. But can you just take us through what transpired at the police station? I understand there was a bit of a, if I may, for lack of a better word, a scuffle. At
the police station, we practically convoyed to the police station with the boy's father and the boys, and my sisters and my sister in her car. So then when we got there, the boys were talking a lot, and then one of the boys were like, he's gonna do it again. And then obviously now this brings out a certain anger in you. My sister gets up and says, what did you say? The dad gets up, then slaps my sister to the point where she fell on the ground. And then we were asked to leave the police station after we had been the ones that were assaulted. And then the dad starts speaking on our behalf to the police, which is something that wasn't really fair or enjoyable. Then they fled, they just left. And then we didn't know where they were.
But were you guys able to maybe open up a case, considering that this is the anti-GBV month, the 16 days of activism against women and children abuse, and this actually happens in the police station? Did you guys consider maybe opening up a further assault case after this actually transpired right in front of the police?
We haven't gotten to that, and only because that already this case is so time consuming and it's a lot to handle right now for everyone. So no, not yet.
Okay. Has there been any engagements between the families following, what transpired at the police station?
There has been, and it's been very, almost like everything we say is being gaslit, that like the family sees nothing wrong with whatever's happening. So for me personally, I choose not to interact with the family anymore because of how they choose to handle this.
Absolutely. Do you know where the party was, on that fateful day when this particular incident happened? And was there any adult supervision, to ensure that whatever interactions is happening between those that are at the event is cordial?
Firstly, it wasn't a party, it was a braai, and this braai was being held by me and my friend because we're both chefs, and we just invited our friends. I can count them with one hand how many people were there. It wasn't a party. For those that are calling it a party, I'm going to say it now, it was a braai. And adult supervision, everyone there was an adult. So, yes.
How were they able to lure your younger sister, to a point where they take advantage of her? And there were some reports, allegedly of alcohol consumption as well. How true is that?
The boys, they came already, whatever they were on. I don't know where they got it from, how they got it. And they came to the house. I told them to leave. They didn't leave. My other friends asked them to leave. They didn't leave. And then Fifi came downstairs and said, you guys have to leave, because she knows one out of the, I don't know how many of them were there, but it was a lot. And then as she's telling them to leave and walking them out, I noticed that she was gone for a while. So I kept calling her and her friend, and I can't say for sure, I can't tell Fifi's story for her, but I think that is the moment where they took Fifi to the benches or wherever.
And what would you like to see come out of this particular case?
I feel like justice needs to be served. We can't be saying, what about the alcohol? What about what she was wearing? What about how she was conducting herself? What about the actual crime itself? Justice needs to be served. These boys need jail time, because this is a crime and it needs to be taken seriously.
Thank you very much. Well, as you can hear, that's one of the family members of the alleged victim of the rape that actually allegedly took place. And she's actually saying that, instead of sidetracking the main issue, which is the crime of an alleged rape that took place, diverting to issues of maybe the dress code or alcohol consumption, she's saying that, justice must be served and the boys must serve time for what they allegedly did. And with that, it's back to studio.
Thank you, Ofentse Setimo in the Randburg Magistrate's Court at the Children's Court there.